So we are here at the new house at Solana in Beijing. So there's lots of customers checking out the car, but over here inside, not many NIO owners. It's a work day, so that's understandable. So this was a video I really didn't want to make. I filmed it and I thought maybe I shouldn't show you guys this, and maybe I'll just keep this away from you guys, but I thought about it carefully, and you guys deserve to know the full picture and the problems, and of course you guys got to understand that these problems are being improved on. The strategy that NIO is implementing solves this problem. This is NIO's amazing new strategy to win, and in this video I'm going to share with you guys what I learned from trying to sell NIOs for quite a while, why I sort of semi-stopped trying to sell NIOs, the reasoning behind that, and of course what the secret is that some of the NIO sales rep told me that will help NIO win, their secret strategy. Well, it's not that secret. I'll tell you guys what the secret strategy right now is. The secret strategy is they're trying to hire as many sales reps as they can, and to just basically have a ton of NIO sales reps. And these guys are all like soldiers, you know, and each store, I've noticed each store has like 2 to 5 new sales reps. There's so many sales reps, it's just insane. Most of them are brand new sales rep as well. The reasoning behind this is quite simple as well. You know, when I try to go sell a NIO, I sometimes spend like up to 30 minutes talking to a customer, and you know, it's just it's very tough. It's very hard. And then after that 30 minutes, they want to book a test drive. But what ends up happening is, unfortunately, none of the NIO sales reps contact them. And you're thinking, why do none of the sales reps contact them? Well, the reasoning is because they're so busy. Well, why are they so busy? The thing is, every single customer that walks into the door, whether it's your customer or someone else's customer, you have to introduce the car to them. And it might already be someone else's customer, and in that case, you might spend an hour introducing the car to them, and then also getting them a test drive, all that stuff. So you wasted like 1.5 hours, but at the end of the day, that customer, when that customer buys a NIO, it's got nothing to do with you. The bonuses and everything goes to that original sales rep. So, but this also works both ways, right? If you have your own customer and it goes to another store, you want them to get the full NIO experience and get treated well, and have that sales rep at that store properly introduce the car to them as well. But what this has meant is that the sales reps are super busy. Now, these sales reps, they all have a number of phone calls that they have to do every day, but because they're so busy, sometimes they're unable to do these phone calls. And what happens is, you know, a lot of the times when customers like us do referrals and get them these leads, sometimes they get buried way underneath in that pile of phone calls that they got to do, and they just don't have time for it. And because of the way the sales works, what I've seen is that at around 6-ish p.m., 6:30-ish p.m., customer walks in. There's a ton of sales reps. They're all sitting in the front, but none of them go and help out that customer. And they're just so busy on the phone, probably doing their workday summary. And what ends up happening is it's a very awkward situation. You got 6 sales reps in the front, and then you have to have the NIO manager actually goes up to you know, attend to that new customer, which is just really crazy to think about. And then another set of customer walks in. Again, sales reps don't go up. I go up and talk to them. They're probably like super busy trying to get like their workday summary done, or they got some other stuff they're replying to customers or anything like that. I mean, like, that's crazy to think about. And sometimes customers come in and the NIO sales reps they don't give an F. They don't really care. They don't attend to them right away. These sales reps could be a little bit judgmental about outer appearances, like especially if somebody's like an older couple and they go into the store to look at the cars. Those sales reps, they pretend they didn't see that old couple walking in, and the sales rep just completely ignores them. And even 2 years back, when I filmed one of those Xpeng versus NIO videos, I was at one of the NIO showrooms, NIO stores, and there was this young couple that wanted to check out the car, but the sales rep just completely didn't even bother going up to them and attending to them. I'm not giving them hate or anything. It's mostly because of the workload they have. If it doesn't look like that customer could afford a NIO, then they don't want to really waste their time talking to that customer, wasting an hour when they could be spending that time on something else. There were numerous cases where customers walked into the store and clearly the sales reps were capable of going and attending to that customer, but they just did not want to. I had to step in. I had to step in and introduce the car to the customer. And mind you, these people, they might look like they couldn't afford the car, but I think they absolutely could. And I think this lack of motivation also has to do with how many vehicles they have and how complex everything is with NIO. And there's so much talking that they have to do. So that's why also you've seen recently NIO raise the bonuses to really motivate these guys, to get them to, get their butts off the chair and try to sell more NIOs, attend to the customers more. I completely understand what it's like talking to customers for like an hour, and then at the end of the day, they don't even test drive the car, they don't buy the car. The other reason why this is happening, and this is according to the NIO sales reps themselves, they said NIO is getting a bit desperate. I want to say that they are fully desperate. They're just getting a bit desperate. They're starting to get a bit desperate. And it's mostly because they're seeing sales of these other NEV companies increase so much. So at the end of it all, it wasn't worth it for me to talk to customers for over 30 minutes, and then they want to get a test drive. They scan my QR code. Their information is in the system. The sales rep is supposed to contact them, but they never do contact them. Right when they were really interested in the car, the sales reps didn't contact them, and as a result, these guys, they just forgot about me talking to them, all this information that I introduced to them about, and a week later they probably forgot about all this, and I have to remind the sales reps to contact the customer. And that's just something that I don't want to do. I don't like having to remind someone else to do their job. And even if you guys watching this video, would you like it if I was calling you and telling you to do your job? No. So, and I kind of feel bad about it as well. So I just didn't want to do it. So I stopped trying to sell NIOs, except for the rare occasion where there's some foreigners, like today at Solana, that NIO house. There was this fine English-speaking gentleman, and he brought his family, his parents, his mom and his dad, and these guys were all Westerners. And obviously the sales reps couldn't really talk to them because these guys the sales reps don't speak English. So I stepped in and I talked to them and introduced the car to them, and that would be the only exception that I would make. And that's the only exception I would put on myself to continue selling NIOs, and that's only if there's a foreigner at the store. Otherwise, it's just not worth it. I'm not gonna keep on selling NIOs. It's actually better for me to make more Chinese videos and help NIO that way, and inform more people, and I can reach out to more people through videos as well, and on Bilibili as well. So that's what I'm gonna do, and don't hate me for stopping, not selling NIOs anymore. It wasn't my job to begin with. It was just volunteering work. It's kind of unfortunate that things went the way it did, and I just don't like to have to remind people to do their job. I'm not gonna waste my time trying to get customers if NIO isn't gonna even contact those customers. So I'll just stop the volunteering work. But fingers crossed, with NIO's new strategy, getting as many sales reps as they can, just hiring a bunch of them, and the sales rep said it's called a 人海战术, which is like to have just overwhelm the enemy with soldiers, and that's exactly what they're doing. Lots of sales reps, and hopefully this solves all these problems. All these new leads that come in, and hopefully NIO's able to contact them as soon as possible, because that's when they have peak interest in the company and in the cars, and hopefully that allows them to get better deliveries in the future. But yeah, those are some of the problems, and don't hate me for it. It's not me causing the problems. It's just I noticed these problems, and as a result, it's kind of made me unhappy. It's also not really exactly my fault, and not anybody's fault. It's just people are busy, right? It's just they're super busy. It's nobody's fault, all right? But the problem does exist. Anyways, as always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.